Yeah, good morning students. Welcome back to the third lecture on motion. We have already talked about different parameters. We have talked about motion, definition of motion. Then we talked about uh, distance. We talked about displacement in the last class. So moving a little bit further, we will discuss a few more parameters which are used to describe motion of the body. So in today's discussion, we would be focusing on two very important concepts again. One of them is speed and velocity. We will be talking about speed and velocity today. So we'll start with speed. You have already learnt about speed in your earlier classes. Speed is the distance traveled by the body per unit time is called as speed. Distance traveled by a body per unit time. This is speed. So when we talk about speed, now if you look at the definition, distance traveled by the body per unit time, so we can write speed is equal to distance traveled divided by time taken. So this is the formula to calculate speed. So we write speed as V and distance is represented as S and time is represented as small t. So V is equal to S upon T. Now the unit distance is expressed in meter and time in seconds. So we write it as meter per second, or we also can write it as ms minus 1. This is the unit of speed. Now speed, if you look at the formula again, it is distance traveled by time. Distance is a scalar quantity, time is a scalar quantity, therefore speed is a scalar quantity. So if the question is find the speed of a body, so what are the things we need? We need to know the distance traveled by the body and we need to know the time. So if we have the distance in kilometers and the time in hours, the unit would be kilometer per hour, and if it is in meter, distance is in meter, time is in second, then we get the unit as meter per second, but the standard unit of speed is meter per second. So it's very easy. You have already studied about speed in class 5, 6 and 7. Now when we talk, or when we let us take some example to talk about speed. Let us take two towns. Let us say this is town A and let us say we have got town B, or if we take, let us take Hisar. Let us say Hisar is town A and town B is, let us say, Delhi. If you travel by car from town A to town B, the approximate distance, if we talk about the distance between Delhi and Hisar, it is approximately nearly about 180 kilometers. So if we take 180 kilometers, let us say distance between Hisar and Delhi, let us say it is 180 kilometer, and time, let us say 4 hours. Let us say 4 hours. Now, if you look at these two values, distance is 180 kilometer, time is 4 hours. So, how to find speed? So, speed would be equal to distance upon time. So, distance is 180 kilometer, time is 4 hours, so it is 4 4 is 16, 2045 kilometer per hour. Now this is the speed of the car. Now the question would be, was the car traveling at 45 kilometer per hour throughout the journey? Now it's not possible. You may get speed breakers in between, you may have to stop for a while to have a cup of tea, or you stop in a dhaba to have some breakfast. So these times your car was not moving. When you cross a speed breaker, you have to slow down your car. So in these situations, the speed of the car is not constant. In the whole journey, the car is not traveling at a speed of 45 km per hour. It's a variable speed. Since the speed of the car is changing constantly from town A to town B, from Delhi to Hisar, Hisar to Delhi, so can we call it as the speed? No. In these cases, whatever examples we have in our day-to-day life, very rarely we find where the speed of the body is moving or remaining constant. It keeps changing with time. So when the speed of the body changes continuously with time, then we do not calculate speed of the body. Rather, we calculate average speed of the body. So when do we calculate average speed? Average speed is calculated. Average speed is calculated when the speed of the body, changes continuously with a time. So our discussion would be involving average speed. We know how to calculate speed. We have been learning about distance, time, speed. But our concern is to calculate the average speed of the body. Now we cannot say ki town from Hisar to Delhi it is going to take 4 hours, 45, you are going to travel at 45 km per hour every time. It may change because of some unwanted, let us say, barriers on the way. You have to slow down, or if you are going to the airport and you have less time, then you have to move at a very high speed. So the speed of the body keeps changing with time. So it depends upon situation to situation. So when the speed of the body is changing, then we have to calculate the average speed of the body. So here when we are calculating the speed, we don't have to calculate speed, because the car may or may not be moving at 45 km per hour throughout its journey. So when the speed is changing, we calculate average speed. How to calculate average speed of the body? Let us try to understand. So our next discussion would be average speed. Now, let us talk about average speed. We take another example. Let us say that we are going from one place to another place. Then we stops at some place. Let us say that point A and point B are separated by, let us say, distance of let us say 200 kilometer. You travel the first 50 kilometer with a speed of, let us say, 60 kilometer per hour. Let us say next 100 kilometer with a speed of 80 kilometer per hour, and the last 50 kilometers with a speed of, let us say, 40 kilometer per hour. Now please look at the situation. The total distance is 200 kilometer. You travel the first 50 kilometer with 60 kilometer per hour. The next 100 kilometer you are traveling at 80 kilometer per hour, and the last 50 kilometers you are traveling at 40 kilometer per hour. Now what is happening to the speed? Speed is changing with time. Speed is changing with time. So under this condition, we need to calculate the average speed. And how to calculate average speed? Average speed is written as is equal to the total distance traveled, divided by the total time taken. So average speed can be calculated by using the formula total distance traveled divided by total time taken. So we need to know the total distance. Now total distance is known here. We have got the value, we have the information about total distance. Now if I draw this, or if I represent it in the form of a diagram, let us say this is the complete 200 kilometer. The first 50 kilometers. So this is the first 50 kilometer. This is the next 100 kilometer, and the last 50 kilometer. So if I use this formula to calculate the average speed would be total distance by total time. Total distance by total time. What is the total distance? It is 200 kilometer. But we don't know the time here. Let us say the time is T1, here it is T2, here it is T3. So can we calculate T1, T2, T3? Yes, we can calculate. How we can calculate? Because the speeds are given. What is the time here? If you look at this value, from here we can calculate T1 is equal to distance by speed. So it is 50 by 60 hours. 50 by 60 hours. What is the next time T2? This is 100 by 80 hours. What is time T3 here? It is 50 by 40 hours. So average speed will be equal to total distance by total time. From here you can calculate T1, T2 and T3, and you can solve this to get the answer to this question. It's a very easy question. Total distance upon total time. Let us take another very simple question to understand the concept of average speed. The question would be, let us see the question. Let us write the question. The question is, a car is traveling in the first 30 km at a uniform speed of 40 km per hour and the next 30 kilometers at a uniform speed of 20 km per hour. Find the average speed. So let us write the question first. A car travels, please write down the question. Question is, a car travels a car travels 30 km at a uniform speed of 40 km per hour, and the next 30 km at a speed of 20 km per hour. So the question is, a car travels 30 kilometers at a uniform speed of 40 km per hour and the next 30 km with a speed of 20 km per hour. Find the average speed of the car. Let us say this question. This is a very easy question, simple question. We will do some simple questions and then we will come to the other questions also. I have written in capital letters so that you can see it very clearly. Now, we will go according to the formula. The formula is already written, or we can write. Now, if you represent it with the help of a diagram, this becomes very easy to understand. So a car is traveling 30 kilometers and the next 30 kilometer. So the total distance would be 30 kilometer here, 30 kilometer. So the distance is total distance traveled is equal to 60 kilometers. Now, let us say this as A, this as B and this as C. We will solve part wise. AB. If you look at the part AB, what is the distance? Distance is 30 kilometer and the speed is given from A to B. It is 40 kilometer per hour. From B to C it is 20 kilometer per hour. So distance is 30 kilometer. Speed is 40 kilometer per hour. So time T1, if I calculate the time here in this part AB, T1 would be equal to distance by speed. So it is 30 by 40. So we get 3 by 4 hours. This is the time taken from A to B. Similarly, we can calculate the time for what? Which part? This is BC. For BC, distance is 30 kilometer. Speed is how much? 20 kilometer per hour. So time T2 would be equal to distance by speed. So it is 30 by 20. So it is 1.5 hours and this is 0.75 hours. This is 0.75 hours, the time taken from A to B, and then from B to C we have got 1.5 hours. So we have got time T1 and time T2. So now it's very easy to find out the average speed. Average speed is equal to, so I can run the question now. So use the formula. Use the formula now to calculate the average speed. Let us see what would be the answer. So what is the formula? Average speed is equal to, every time you need to write down the formula because writing the formula also is very important. Total distance by total time. So we have got the total distance how much? Total distance is 30 plus 30. We have got 60 kilometers is the total time, total distance. Total time is 0.75 hours plus 1.5 hours. So you will get the total time. So average speed is equal to, total distance is 60 kilometer divided by T1 plus T2. Now T1 and T2 we have already calculated. So it is 60 divided by T1 is 0.75 plus T2 is 1.5. So it is 60 divided by 2.25. So if you solve this, you will get the answer to this question, and you must get the answer to be how much? 60 divided by 2.25. So you will get roughly how much? Somewhat 1 point something. Divided by 2.25, how much? You can solve nearly to 30. Nearly 30. You will get 26.7. I have used a calculator to calculate the answer. You have to solve it in your exams also. Okay. So this is one type of question on average speed. Let us see another question from your textbook. There is a very interesting question in your textbook where if you have the textbook, you can open up your exercise. It is there in page number It's in page number 112. It is question number 3. I'll erase this board now. The question is, I am reading out the question. Abdul, while driving to school, computes the average speed for his trip to be 20 km per hour. On his return trip along the same route, there is less traffic and the speed is 30 km per hour. What is the average speed for Abdul's trip? Now this is again a very interesting question where we don't have the distance traveled. Let us see the question. I am writing the question now. Exercise question number 3. So there is a boy, Abdul. Abdul is moving from his home to school. So he starts from here. This is the school. Abdul is going from home to school. When he is moving towards the school, the speed of Abdul is given 20 km per hour. On his return trip along the same route, there is less traffic and the speed is 30 km per hour. So this is 30 km per hour. The question asked is, what is the average speed for Abdul's trip? Now this is the question given. So in this part, if you look at, when he is moving from home to school, the speed is 20 km per hour. When he is returning, it is 30 km per hour. And if we go according to the formula is average speed is equal to total distance by total time. And in this question, we have not been given total distance and the time is also not given. So in this case, when the question has not been given, let us take the distance from home to school as x kilometer. So if we start the question, we can write, let the distance between home to school is equal to x kilometer. So the distance we have taken x kilometer from here to here. So x kilometer is the total distance, the distance from home to school. So what is the total distance traveled? Therefore, total distance traveled is equal to how much? 2x kilometer. So total distance traveled is 2x kilometer. The distance between school and home is x kilometer. Now the if I use the formula, it would be total distance, average speed is equal to 2x divided by, now time is not given, so let us take this as time t1, and while returning let us take the time to be t2. जाने के टाइम t1 लेते हैं, आने के टाइम t2 ले लेते हैं. सो t1 और t2 हमको कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. अगर हमने t1 और t2 कैलकुलेट कर लिया तो हमको आंसर मिल जाएगा. सो वी नीड टू कैलकुलेट t1 एंड t2 फर्स्ट बिफोर वी रीच द आंसर. सो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट t1? सो लेट अस से home to school. Home to school. Distance is x kilometer. Speed is 20 kilometer per hour. Distance is x kilometer. Speed is 20 kilometer per hour. Therefore, time t1 would be equal to distance by speed, so it is x by 20 hours. So we get x t1 as x upon 20 hours. Now school to home. School to home. Distance is x kilometer. Speed is 30 kilometer per hour. So t2 is equal to distance by speed. So it is x upon 30 hours. So x by 20 and x by 30. And distance is already known, 2x. Now let us put these values, x by 20 hours, x by 30 hours in this formula and get the answer. So let me erase the upper part of the board to solve the question. Now you can also solve this question because all the values are known to you. So total distance is how much? 2x kilometer. Time t1 is x upon 20 and time t2 is x upon 30. We will try to solve another question of this same type so that you don't have any doubts. Okay. So let us put the values. Therefore, average speed is equal to 2x. This is the total distance. This is total distance and time x by 20 plus x upon 30. This is the total time. So total distance and total time are known. Now solve the question. If I solve the question now, let us see what is the answer. You can take the LCM of 20 and 30. So this is 2x divided by LCM of 20 and 30 is 60. So it is 3x plus 2x. 3x plus 2x divided by 60. Now solve this. Let us solve this now. So it is 2x divided by 5x upon 60. 2x upon 5x upon 60. So 60 goes to the the numerator. So this is 2x into 60 divided by 5x. X will cancel out. 16 to 2 is 120 by 5. So it is 5 to the 10. It is 24 kilometer per hour. And this is the answer to this question. Okay. What we did, we found T1, we found T2, and then calculated the value of average speed by using the formula total distance travelled by total time taken. So 2x by x upon 20 plus x upon 30, solve it and you will get the answer. X will get cancelled out. Okay. So let us move on to a next question. Let us see another question. Please write down the question. A train travels some distance with a speed of 30 km per hour and returns with a speed of 45 km per hour. Calculate the average speed of the train. It's a similar type of a question which we did now. The question is, a train travels some distance. Now here again the distance is not given, here we don't have the time given. So here we have to assume the distance to be x. Okay. So let us take, you can write down, let the distance be x. Let us take the values. Let the distance be x kilometer. Let's try to solve. Let us solve this question. So we don't have the time, we don't have the distance. So let us take this distance as, while going it is x kilometer, returning also x kilometer. So the total distance would be x kilometers. While going, let us say the time t1 is equal to distance by speed. So what is the distance? It is x while going it is 30 kilometers per hour, 30 kilometer per hour, so it is x by 30 hours. T2 would be equal to x upon, now it is 45 hours. So put the values. T1 is known, T2 is known, so average speed is equal to 2x is the total distance, time is x by 30 plus x upon 45. So what is the LCM? LCM would be, if we find out the LCM of 30 and 45, 5, 6 are 30, 9, 3, 2, 3, 3. So 5 3s are 15, 2s are 30, 3s are 90. So 2x upon, this is 90. So this becomes 30, so this is 3x plus 45, so it is 2x. So it is 2x into 90 by 5x. So x cancels out. X will cancel out, 90 into 2, 180. So 180 by 5. So it is 5 3s are 15, 36 kilometer per hour is the answer to this question. Now please look at this question. It's very similar to the previous question that we have done. So what we have learned in this video is, we have talked about average speed. When do we calculate the average speed of the body? We calculate the average speed of the body when the speed of the body is not constant, it keeps changing. So this is one type of question. We have done another type of question also. In the next video that we are going to see, we are going to learn a few more questions, 1 or 2 questions of average speed again, and then we will learn about average velocity. There is another concept called velocity, so we will be talking about velocity also in the next video. Thank you so much.